Hey Vista. Today I have Kim Cox with me. She's our fabulous librarian, and she is going to share with us some of the different resources and services she can provide to support teaching and learning at Vista. So thanks for being with us today, Kim.
Yeah, I'm so excited. Thanks, everybody. You know, I like to kind of force library down your throats all the time. So here we are again. But I totally dork out over this stuff. So let's work together and do some fun things.
A lot of people might not know that behind the scenes, you've actually been doing a lot of work to build some different resources in Canvas that students and teachers can access and pull into their own classes. Do you want to talk a little bit about that and maybe share your screen and show us some of what you've been up to?
Sure, absolutely. So a lot of you have joined the class already, and we've tried to get all of the students at Mountain Vista to join the library resources class that I created. It takes everything that was previously on the library website and put it into Canvas so that it's easy access for students. And I just want to thank you guys, first of all, because a lot of you are having your kids use this class all the time, because I can see that kids are on it almost every day. So thank you for that. That makes me really excited that I didn't know if it was going to get used, and it makes me happy that you guys are using the resources. So let me just show you what it looks like so that you can see if you haven't gotten a chance to join that class. You all have an invite somewhere in your email from probably September. So here's what it looks like. The different resources that you're going to find. Number one, research databases. Okay, so if kids need to find articles about anything, this is a great place to go for reliable sources. I'm happy to demo how to use the different brands of databases with your classes, and I can also show them how to get access from home, because they do need to have a couple passwords and a library card for Douglas County Public Libraries if they're at home. But at school, they can get right in. Ebooks and audiobooks. I've been working with a lot of students on these. And honestly, for ebooks and audiobooks, we've got a great app that you don't have to wait in huge library lines to get like the most current books. So if you as a teacher just want to get a book to read for fun, audio or ebook, you should use this app. You all have accounts, so I can get you into that. An example of how I've done audiobooks and ebooks with the class. Last week, Max Ames and I were working together for his French classes, and we got a bunch of ebooks that are children's picture books that his kids can get on and read in French. And that's super fun. So, I mean, we can find ebooks for any topic, any subject, or audiobooks if you'd rather have your kids listen to something. Just how to search for books. We have our library website. It looks like this. So I can teach your kids how to search for books, and they can pick up books. If they put them on hold, I'll just put them on the front table at the library, of the front table of the school, so that they can go ahead and come pick up books, even though we're remote. That's totally fine. Or if we're back in person, they can put books on hold, and I'll deliver them straight to your classroom and hand them to the kids. So that's an option. Otherwise, we also have research tools. I have a lot of John Green's crash courses loaded in here on finding reliable sources. And then I'm offering every Tuesday that we're remote, I have a schedule of different things you can send kids to me, and I will live teach them virtually about all of these topics above. So just to show you, when you get in there, you'll find a module, research databases, and it's broken down why use them, links to databases, so kids can just link right into them, open them up, figure out which database to use based on topic. Wow. So it's just all right here for kids to use, no matter what they're looking for. So that is the library resources that, let's see how many students belong now. Okay, we have 1,091 students in the class, which makes me really happy. And you can see, I can tell like who's on, and somebody was in there December 2nd, all of that good stuff. So any questions on that, Rachel, or anything you think I should go over differently?
Well, I guess I'm wondering, let's say there's a teacher out there who wants their students to be able to access that. They're seeing, whether it's the reliable resources or the databases, how can kids and teachers find that in Canvas?
Yep. Great. So what we've decided to do is to have kids self-enroll in the class. And so a link was sent out to everybody. But if you missed that, if I put that in the chat right now in the recording, can they grab that out of the chat, Rachel?
What I will do is I will actually link it beneath this video in VistaVision under resources, so they'll be able to grab it there. So
okay, perfect. So if you have
that, then I'll have it.
Okay, perfect. So if students or you guys as teachers alike have not had the opportunity to self-enroll yet, all you have to do is click on the link that will be showing up below this video, and then it'll ask you to enroll in the class, and then you will have library resources class in your dashboard of Canvas ready to use immediately.
Sweet. That's awesome, Kim. Thank you for all that work and putting that together. I feel like it's really clear and gives a really quick snapshot of all the different things that you can do to support students and teachers. So while everybody's been out of the building, what's been happening in the library while we've all been sort of remote? What have you been up to?
So this gave the perfect opportunity to do a project that I've wanted to do since I took the job at Mountain Vista in the library. But one of the big things I wanted to do was turn the fiction section into more of a bookstore approach, where the books, instead of being organized by author last name alphabetically, no matter what type of book it was, it is now organized by genre. So if somebody walks in the library and they want to find a book about sports and they want to read a fun story about, an athlete or something, they can go to the sports section of the library and find all of the fiction books related to sports right there. They're stickered, they're labeled, easy to find. So kids can come in and say, oh, I want a horror book, or, oh, I want, a mystery. And now they can walk right to that section and browse and find it. So, basically, it required taking all the books off the shelves, figuring out what genre they were, stickering them, reorganizing, shuffling everything back around, and just giving it a whole new facelift. So that was so fun and so exciting. And I can't wait for students and teachers to come back in and actually use the shelves now.
I love that. I feel like sometimes it feels a little intimidating when you walk into a library because you have to look up the right number and know what shelf to go to. This sounds so much more accessible and inviting, and I love that bookstore sort of vibe. So
yes, I'm so excited. And what I can show you guys now is, yes, I'm excited for you to come back in person, but if you use the library website, which there's a tutorial on how to do this on the Canvas, so you can watch videos, but I'll show you real quick what it looks like from the library website view. Because it is also matched up by genre now through the library system. We got everything loaded in there properly.
Cool.
So here is my library website, and we use Destiny. Kids have had access to Destiny since they were in kindergarten in Douglas County schools. It's the same system. For our library, though, what's kind of cool on our site, you guys can also see what I've been adding to the library. So I've been doing a lot of purchasing to make sure that our library is updated. We have had some really old books. And so now I've gotten a chance to get things that are popular, important, and just really up the age of our library collection. But what I want to show you now is this topic section. These are the genres I was just talking about. So now within the fiction section of the library, we've got classics, realistic fiction, narrative, nonfiction, and biography. Those are something I'm starting to do in the nonfiction section. We've got a whole graphic novel section, dystopian, fantasy. And this is really helpful. I just am partnering with Connor Kelly in her classes to do a dystopian choice read. And so now her kids, when I'm in their class tomorrow virtually, I'm going to show them that if they click on the dystopian tab, they're going to have all the books that are already pre-labeled as dystopian to choose from, which makes it really easy for students. And then all they have to do once they click on a book, I'm going to teach them how to log in. And then instead of saying log in, once they are logged in as them, then it will say hold. They click hold, and then I email them their book is ready for pickup once I pull it off the shelf. It's super easy. It's super user-friendly. The interface is made for kids, so it's colorful. They've got reviews, all of that good stuff. But all of those genres I talked about, you can find now very, very easily, ready to go right on the library website page. So I'm excited about that, and I hope that you guys are too.
Yeah, totally. So can I actually ask a question that just made me think of? You've talked a couple times about partnering with teachers, with Max Ames, with Connor Kelly. even though we're not in the building. So tell me a little bit about how virtually you've been able to support teachers. And then also I saw on your Canvas page, you talked about the virtual Tuesday. Did you talk Tuesday tips? Is that what it's called?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. So, I mean, I am looking for any possible way to interact with students because, I mean, most of you know I've been in the building for a long time, and that's what I want to do is work with the kids and work with the teachers. I don't want to just manage a space. That's not what a librarian is to me. And so I want to teach. I want to work with you guys. I want to support you guys. I want to talk to students. So I would be happy to teach anything under the sun for you, virtually or in person, anytime. It is not an inconvenience. It is my pleasure to do so, and I'm just so excited to. So, I just kind of ask people all the time, hey, can I do this? Or what do you think about this? And I've gotten to get virtually into classrooms where I join their class or they have the class join my Google Meet, and I'll demonstrate, screen share. I'll do anything and any of the Canvas stuff that we just talked about. Instead of kids having to watch the videos there, I will live demo all the databases for your class. So I've done that for Chelsea Layton and for Bree Lyons, and I go in their class and I show them everything. And then the teachers get to, give input and say how it relates to their class. And we get more buy-in if I'm demonstrating when it comes along with an actual activity in a classroom. So I've gone into the resource classes in special ed and gotten them all logged in for audiobooks. I mean, I'll do anything. You just have to let me know what you're doing, and I'm happy to co-plan with you. I'm happy to plan something for you so that you can have a break. And you're like, I need you to teach something next Monday. Great, I will be there, and you don't have to worry about it. Whatever works for you. So I'm happy to do anything. Tuesday tips I've offered, so that's a lot of you have taken advantage of that, where I'm on my Google Meet every Tuesday, 5 minutes into each class period, teaching about a certain topic. And so you can check in with your students for attendance and then say, okay, here's the link to Ms. Cox's Google Meet. That's what you're doing for class today. And then the kids all pop in, and I've got kids from all different classes in with me, and they're learning about some of these library resources from me, and it gives you kind of a break, but it's something that will then help support your class in the future. So
sweet.
That's
awesome. So I guess just last question, is there anything else, other resources, other ways that you are offering support for teachers that we want to make sure everybody knows about?
Something that was kind of fun before we left to go remote was I had started doing book boxes. So if you're teaching a unit in your class, whether it's, World War II or whatever it is that you're teaching, I'll put together a book box of nonfiction, fiction, all sorts of different resources, and have them in a box that comes to your classroom. Since we're not really having kids, move down to the library as much as we used to, I'll bring the books to you, and then kids can check them out from there. So that's been kind of fun. I put together a whole box of math books for Jeffrey Butler. He challenged me, oh, you probably don't have a box for math. And it was jam packed. Like, I have books for everything. We've been doing so much purchasing, and I've asked every department what they want. And a lot of my purchases are based off of teacher choices of what they want their kids to have, fiction and nonfiction related. So that being said, if you have book ideas of what you want that you want to show up in book boxes or in the library, email me titles. I will get them for you. So that's another way to collaborate with me, is let's just update the library together and get you what you need.
Love it. Yeah. And the one thing that I guess I would say to folks is, like, this is legit Kim. Like, she will do anything for you. If you have an idea or a need or a possibility, hit her up and she'll find a way to make it happen. So anyhow, thank you, Kim. Appreciate you and everything that you do for us at Vista. Thank you.
Yep. All right. Bye.